The National Social Security Fund becomes one of the first operators to receive the operation license ahead of plans to fully liberalize the pension sector. The license is confirmation that the fund is compliant with the Uganda Regulatory Benefits and Retirement Act 2011 that requires that the scheme separates the functions of management, custodianship and administration. The Scheme Management Director, URBRA, says the new reforms come as a progressive milestone to a more transparent and efficient scheme. Standard Chartered Bank takes over the custodianship of the scheme, Pinebridge and Stanley takes over the management, while NSSF retains the administration function. The fund says several other companies will be outsourced, but all the outsourced companies will be required to present their financial statements periodically to avoid any possible inconsistencies with any fund function. The regulator, however, warns that any inconsistencies will automatically lead to withdrawal of license and prosecution. However, they fear that the outsourcing of the scheme functions to multinational companies could open compromising loopholes to capital outflows is watered down, since regulations require that all investments must be established within Uganda and East Africa.
As a fund manager is not supposed to touch the money. He only makes the investments based on the investment policy that will have been signed off by the trustees. The custodian has the money but does not make any investment decisions, and the administrator holds the records and does not touch the money. So by segregating the funds away from the NSSF, as it was formerly known, then you do increase the governance structure and the transparency.
According to the regulator, outsourcing the scheme functions and license issuance to NSSF precedes several other reforms that are underway to completely transform the pension sector in the country. The public pension scheme is under review for a national pension scheme where the informal sector will fully be integrated. This will require more innovations and improvements within the pension sector for sustainable corporations.
Beyond the formal sector, which it now covers, and coming out with innovations which they have talked about, new products to reach the informal sector. But our responsibility as URBRA is to have a national social protection system, a national pension system. This law comes to start that reform process.
Retirement benefits identification number, which will gradually help to identify people as they come along, as they come forward, contributing toward their retirement savings.
With the reforms underway, the pension sector is expected to become a more customer-centered service, with the operators providing their efficiency and reliability as a yardstick to attract a number of savers to their side. Issues such as those that arose from the public pension sector are also expected to be closed with the new forthcoming reforms, giving savers more guarantee for their benefits. Nankwango Kasri, NBS Television, Business.